single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube, my name is Nur Muhammad from Animosh, and yes, I'm back with another, with basically the full review of this particular Seiko Monster 4th Gen, the SRPD25K1. Okay, so I've done an unboxing video for this watch about maybe 1 month ago, and I've spent time with it for about, well, maybe for the past 1 month, and now I'm ready to do a full review for this awesome piece from Seiko, the latest Seiko Monster 4th generation. Okay, so before that, let's do a quick wristwatch set. Today I am wearing another Seiko, of course, this SRPA25K1. This is the Seiko Turtle Party, which I've owned for the past, oh man, I can't remember, but this, I think I've bought it somewhere around 2016, and it's already 4 years, and it is on this very cool but very stiff MM300 style rubber bracelet. I will do a review for this particular rubber band, and yeah, I think it looks really nice. Okay, so let's get back to the watch. So first thing first, let's just see what is, I think I've done the, I think you guys know what is inside this box because I've done the full review of the unboxing video. So let's just leave it over there. Right, so let's just do the dimensions first, right? So let's just take the on this scale here so that you will know how much it weighs on my 6.75 inch wrist. So I've took 2 links out of this portion and just one link out of this this side, and for your reference, I have 6.75 inch wrist, so I am on the second hole of the micro adjustment. Right, so let's just see how it weighs on for my wrist. So it weighs about 100 and let's just focus there, 173 grams. So just the limit, my limit is basically 180, so anything more than that, it will be too heavy for my wrist. So yeah, I don't really like it. Also this corner, right? So we have the co-star of today's review, which is the Seiko Monster 2nd generation. So I will of course do a comparison video review, which not today, but I will do a comparison video review for this between this 4th generation versus the 2nd generation. Okay, so the diameter of this Seiko Monster 4th generation is basically 42 millimeters, so not including this, what do you call this, crown guard thing. The thickness, let's just take it from here to here. The thickness, if you count from at the back case back to the bezel, is about 13 millimeters. The lug to lug is 20 millimeters, and the lug width is 20 millimeters. The lug to lug from here to here is going to be, right, 48.2 millimeters, so which lends it a very nice wrist present. And what else? I think that's because this bracelet is basically a male, the end link of this bracelet is basically the male type, so your effective lug to lug is basically more than the 48 millimeters. So if you bend it like this, so you will have a lug to lug of about, let's see how much it goes, of 53 millimeters, but I think it is okay for my 6.75 inch wrist. So when I put it on my wrist, let's just put it on my wrist so that you know why I say that this thing is okay, even if it has this male style links, right? So you see it doesn't really overhang on me. So yep, you can see that it's just the limit that I could go, but yeah, still it is okay, not that bad. All right, so that is the dimension done already. So yes, what do I like? Let's just start with what I don't like about this watch. During my unboxing video, I've mentioned that the link is, sorry, the chaptering is aligned properly, but further inspection reveals, right, reveals that it is not properly aligned. So let me just zoom in a bit so that I can show you which part of it is not really aligned properly. So you see on this 9-hour marker here, you can see that the chaptering is not in the center, right? So on the 9th hour marker, so the chaptering is slightly downwards to the bottom side. So that means this on the 12th o'clock chaptering there, it's a wee bit, a tiny bit off centered to the left. So you can see maybe 0.1. So when you look at it like so, you can see that the bezel and the chaptering is a bit off, but not that bad. So this is certainly much better compared to my my SRPD25K1. That one is much worse, and that is the reason why I let it go, right? So let's give it a quick wipe, right? And that's it. That is the only thing that I don't like about this watch. So yeah, you can hear from my voice tone that I really love this thing. And I now wear this even more than the Seiko Monster 2nd generation over there, because I think this is an awesome piece that should be, should be loved by many Seiko Monster fans out there. I don't know why they hate it, but yeah, I can understand but why they don't really like this 4th generation. But you know guys, it's to each, everything has its own charm, and for me this thing works for me. Okay, so let's go through the dial first. The dial on the Seiko website, you can see that they just put in the model number SRPD25K1. They didn't really mention about the color, but when you see on the official website, on this official of Seiko website, they somehow their photography shows it as blue, right? So on this strong light, on this my light box light, it does shows blue, but in reality when you go outside and when you wear it, go through your daily routine, so it is actually a dark teal, so with a bit of a blue and green mix, I must say, and it gives this thing a much better look. Okay, so let's just compare it to the real blue color, right? So this is my Seiko Party Turtle, so that is blue. This is not blue, this is blue plus green, so that is why I can't really say that this is a blue. So I would call this a dark teal dial colors, right? So Seiko is very good in doing this combination of colors, so you can see that is why we love them, right? So let's just put it over there, right? So the blue dial plays really nice under the sun, in combination with that what do you call this, indices. So right, so we have the normal Seiko shark teeth indices at the 12 o'clock there, but on the other indices, they now give you this triangular indices with those what do you call this, metallic outline of the indices that I just love to take photo of. So when the sun shines directly to the indices, you can see that this metal surrounding of the indices shines, and it gives this watch a much more premium look compared to the second gen Monster, right? So I love this new style indices. I don't really like the first gen indices, because after the indices they have the number of every minute, so that makes it a bit too busy in my opinion. So yeah, right, so this is how it looks. And what else, the printing on the Seiko and the automatic. So let's just take it out of the way, right? So just stop it for a while, and let's just show you guys the printing, right? So the printing is basically a silver colored printing, right? So you can see that the silver color printing on the Seiko, the Prospex automatic diverse 200 meters, is basically the same color tone which is used on this chaptering. So that silver color printing does make it looks much more premium rather than the normal white printing. And of course it doesn't really correspond well to this what do you call this bezel color. So this bezel writing color is basically the hue is almost similar to this the indices color, which is a bit, it's not white, but it's a bit brownish in color. And yeah, I think this combination, the blue and the brownish white, does give the watch a much more premium look, in my opinion. So of course the bezel, let's talk about the bezel. The bezel is an IP or PVD coating, I'm not really sure, but I've been using this for about 1 month, and I've dinged the watch, of course. So you can see there's a scratch over here at the case, but I haven't managed to ding this to scratch this bezel. Maybe their coating is very good, I'm not sure, but yeah, it is what it is, right? So what else I want to talk about? The dial. So of course we have this typical bezel which with these markings. I think this is similar to the ones that is available on the second gen and even the third gen Monster. Yeah, oh, the hands, that right, the hands is this very interesting sword hands on top here, and we have this what do you call this, jet. Oh, let's just do the Seiko jet thing. Right, so that is the Seiko jet, and when the second hand comes, I will stop it and we'll see the jet thing, right? The jet aligns together, right? So of course the one thing that fans that don't really like about this Seiko Monster 4th gen or even on the 3rd generation is the Cyclops, this candy bar Cyclops. So which for me, if you can see right here, you can see that the dial, the date and day wheel is not really that bad. So I don't really know, I don't really need the magnification, but when I grow older, this is definitely a much appreciated feature that maybe not everybody likes it, but for me, I'm okay with it, because yeah, I definitely could use something bigger for my old eyes, my aging eyes to get used to, right? So to read the time and date. So let's just turn it around and we will see again this Seiko spaceship or jet, whatever you guys want to call it. It's when it aligns together and you see, whoa, that is really nice, a jet that you have on the Seiko Monster, right? So what else on this side? So it's okay, no problem. So I just love this style. So the what do you call it? The crown, right? The crown features a, I'm not really sure what do you call this. It looks like a gear pattern. No, not gear. But this is not definitely not a cross hatch pattern, but still it is very creepy. It is easy to use. Of course, I will compare to, I think this is the similar pattern that you will find on the 1st gen Seiko Monster. It is definitely different from the one that you find on the 2nd gen Seiko Monster. So but in operation it is very easy to use. And the case, right? So the case on top, when you see from the top, you can't really see anything about the case, so you just see this brush, a circular brushing here and here, and there is a bit of polish. Let me see if I can focus on this side here, just a very tiny, maybe about 0.5 mil or 1 millimeters thickness on this maybe a half shroud here. So this acts as a crown guard right from here, but there is no crown guard on the top, so which is kind of beat the purpose. But yeah, still I can't really complain about the design of the Seiko Monster, right? So because I'm not a designer, right? So let's get to the bracelet. The bracelet features a multiple different finishing. So you have this brush U-shaped style with this polished center, which for me it makes it looks oh man, it makes it look premium, right? I know, when I bought this watch, I didn't intend to wear it on the bracelet, because I think it doesn't really look that good in the pictures. But when I receive it, damn, I just love how this bracelet looks on the Seiko Monster with that multiple finishing. It's just giving the I know, because it plays really well. So we have this polishing here, and we have polishing continuously in the middle, and it's not really that much polishing. So I think that it looks just nice on this Seiko Monster. So of course we have a polished side here, and of course we have that dreadful pin and coil system, which is Oh my god, it is a horror to resize, but once you've done it, it's okay, right? So the class of course features this very simple scissor style class with this safety latch here, and when you want to open it, just flick it and use this double push button here. And we have a, what do you call this, dive extension, which is, oh my god, very difficult to open. I think I'm gonna break my own nails here. You know what, I'm not gonna be bothering taking that one off because it's very difficult. All right, so we have a 4 micro adjust here on the class, and although it is not mil class, it is still thick a class here, so not that bad, but I wish Seiko could give us something more for the money. All right, so at the back, all right, so let's just reveal this what do you call this, Seiko wave pattern. So this is the first time I'm seeing this, you guys. Yeah, oh my, that is an awesome case back. So we've grown accustomed to, let's just oh my god, should just give this a quick wipe, right? So this wave pattern is significant to Seiko divers, and yeah, that engraving looks really nice. Of course, we have mentioned here divers watch 200 meters, Seiko stainless steel, and the movement number, which is the 4R36, and yeah, we have the Prospex logo down here, right? So yeah, and you can see that we have a solid end link here, which is really nice. Okay, so let's go to the side of the case. The side of the case featuring this what do you call this, a pattern here, so that it is easy for you to turn the bezel. So you can see that the pattern here correspond nicely. The design looks like a bullet from the top. So yeah, that is really nice. And of course, we have this very easy to use drill lugs, because I love changing straps on this watch, on all of my watches in that, for that matter, and that makes it really nice. Okay, oh, I forgot to touch about the bezel action. Let's just turn this one around. The bezel action is you know what, typical Seiko, not that bad, not that great either, but it features a 120 click bezel, and it, of course, the bezel itself aligns properly with the indices, but like I mentioned just now, the, what do you call this, the rehaut or chaptering, just a bit slightly shifted to the left, which is very annoying. But you know what, with Seiko, you kind of, you know, expected it to be, right? So what else that I want to talk about is, of course, I'm going to be giving you a loom shot, but because of the lighting that I'm using right now, if I put in the loom shot, I will have to do it later, right? So guys, give your comments down below if you own this particular watch, or just tell us about how is your user experience with this watch. For me, I think this is an awesome watch, and it needs a lot more support from us Seikoholic. Alright, so of course I will be doing a comparison video review comparing this 4th generation with this 2nd generation, and that one will be very long video, but yeah, I can't wait to do it. All right, so okay, so let's go to the loom shot. Alright, so you can see that the Seiko Monster 4th gen has this blue hue, which for me looks really nice. So let's just separate these 2 hands or 3 hands together. Let's do the 1010, right? The 1010, yes, the 1010, the 10 and 10, right? So you can see that I think this blue loom really nice and matches the watch properly. Of course, you can't compete with this green loom of the Seiko Monster 2nd generation, but the longevity, so this thing will glow when you shine it, when you charge it properly. It will glow up until 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning, and I just love that blue hue on this Seiko Monster 4th generation. Okay, so if you guys like this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell notification twice so that you won't miss any of my future video reviews. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.